Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt. This is KUGAN CASSIUS for FAULTS TV in association with MTK Global. It's before the weigh-in here, USYK CHISORA, joined by a well-looking now Mr. Peter Fury. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Always all right. We get there, don't we?
Absolutely. Well, a little bit of a nightmare couple of weeks, but we spoke obviously recently, and this was the best case scenario from 2 weeks ago to be fighting on this bill in such a short time.
Yes, it's not been any problem, has it? It's worked out pretty well. I think Savannah, she only had a week's rest in that week. She had a hard week the last week, and this week she's rested up again, so it's nothing really. It's good that it's back on.
Let's talk about the fight. Hannah Rankin's up there doing a check weigh-in. Yeah, what kind of fight can we expect to see on Saturday between Hannah and Savannah?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I think people's going to say that Savannah belongs at world level, and you're going to see a very good Savannah come tomorrow evening. So I'm expecting good things from Savannah.
Hannah had quite a lot to say in the press conference towards Savannah yesterday. That's
all good. It builds the fight, and it's it's good for boxing. You know, when you speak a lot, it helps. But when the bell goes, it's another matter, especially when you've got somebody like Savannah in front of you.
The opportunity at the weight, at middleweight, obviously, Eddie was talking about it in the press conference today. Talk to me about that, fighting for a world title at middleweight. That is the right weight for her.
Yeah, it is. She makes middle very easy. She's been on weight for the past 2 to 3 weeks, to be honest. Because when you're fighting for a world title, the boxing board, they've been doing Savannah's check weights for the past 4 weeks, which is it's a good thing, and she's always been spot on. So she makes her weight easy. Doesn't starve herself. You know, she's eating. You know, she's even under the weight this morning, so she's had food. So she's eaten and drank something. So like I said, it's no problem for Savannah. But Savannah, she can do middle to super middle, no problem. She can fluctuate between them 2 weights because she's big. She's I think she's about 6'1", so she's tall.
It's certainly an intriguing fight. Peter, what's the latest on Huey? I understand that he now could feature on the AJ card with Pulev, is that correct?
Oh, we get all kinds of bit of mixed messages going on, so I think he's got to go on now. It's been brought forward to the Povetkin Dillian White bill, so now we should be on that bill now. So they've put a list. MTK's put a list of opponents forward. We've accepted them. So just waiting to get finalised so we can just get some last-minute sparring in. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. So Huey's ready anyway. So it's no problem.
Well, I've heard a couple of dates mentioned. Obviously, that was the 21st was the original one, but then he's being linked with one on the AJ Pulev bill, but it's obviously seeming like the 21st now.
Well, that's what we was told, but apparently it's changed now, so it's back to the 21st of November. So we're hoping to get an opponent announced pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely, because obviously he's been waiting around a long time for a fight date, and he knows he's fighting at some point this year, but sometimes a fighter needs to know the exact date so they can kind of just focus on that specific date.
Yeah, I agree. So, like I said, he's ready, and looking forward to getting him on as well.
Absolutely. Pete, let's talk about the main event on Saturday between Derek Chisora and Alexander Usyk. I don't know if you sat in the press conference yesterday. And
no, I didn't sit in it, but I saw it on the YouTube thing.
Well, it's a fascinating fight. Obviously, a lot being made of.
A lot being made in the elephant and the mouse.
What is the king of the jungle? Because I think Derek had a point about it.
I can't comment because I don't know. Elephants are a very big animal, aren't they? And the lions are also very dangerous. So what can I say? That's no idea. Comical anyway.
What does Derek Chisora, in your opinion, need to do to win this fight on Saturday night?
He definitely hasn't got the skill set Usyk's got. And that's always a big problem. You know, he's got it all to do, Derek, here, and he knows that. But it's possible. He's in the shape of his life, though, because I've been talking to him earlier. He looks in fabulous shape. So he's definitely he's up for it. He'll have speeded his feet up and everything, and he's got to do. That's the thing, because you can be as rough and tough as you want. If your feet's slow, then somebody against USYK, you're plotting fog, because he's not going to be there. So it's how good Derek can cut that ring off, you know, and force USYK out of his comfort zone. This is all about the feet, believe it or not. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. Because if Derek can't get the distance and he can't get there quick enough, then it's not going to be his night.
When questioned about his power at heavyweight, his response was, ask Tony Bellew, who was actually sat about 10 feet away from him. But his power at heavyweight is still unproven, isn't it?
In the heavyweight division, yeah, but I'd say the speed and accuracy is power. You know, and USYK doesn't overstretch with his shots. You know, he doesn't lean over. You know, when he puts that backhand over, he's planted on his feet. He's well balanced. So, like I said, he's got the power there. You're looking at it. Look, you're looking at somebody who's 15.5 stone, and you know, and chiselled. You know, and I was talking to his management team just the other day because we've been sharing the training things here, training bit of the gym sessions, and his manager was telling me that not only is he super talented, he's extremely hard worker. You know, he's dedicated, cuts off from everything and everybody. You know, he said he's completely zoned in for his fights. So you've got, so they're well prepared, and you know they'll be prepared for the best Derek, which that's what world people do, isn't it? World class people. So it's going to be a good fight. So although Derek's got all to do, it's not an impossible mission because everybody's beatable. So it just depends what Derek can bring. This ain't about USYK, it's about what Derek can do here. You know, because if it's anything like the Derek of old, he's not beating USYK. That's clear. But he's changed a lot of stuff, and you can see, certainly, by looking at his physical condition, he's probably in the shape of his life. So if his condition's got anything to do with it, and he's improved his skill set, then it's going to be a good fight. It will be a good fight anyway.
Are we to take anything from his introduction into the heavyweight ranks last year when he fought Chaz Witherspoon, which was over a year ago now? Are we to look into that at all?
Well, I saw that fight and I thought it was faultless. So I don't know what's the matter with it. So what's the problem with that, KUGAN?
No, I'm saying, do we look into that to see how his...
Yeah. Different things about that fight, yeah. And I thought, right, I'm going to watch this fight. You know, it's supposed to be this fight. And I'm looking at it, and I couldn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't think he put a foot wrong. He just dissected Chaz Witherspoon. That's what happened. So I don't know what people's watching when they're looking at that and saying, picking faults in it. I didn't see any. So some people said, oh, you know, he didn't like the punches. He was slightly wobbled, this, that, and the other. I didn't see any of that. That's not what I saw. So I don't know.
But this provides a far greater test than what he faced a year ago in a seasoned heavyweight like CHISORA, who's been in with just about everyone.
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely a bigger test than Chaz Witherspoon anyway. Chaz Witherspoon turned up to make the numbers up. CHISORA's coming to win it. So he's had an excellent camp. He's had, I know for a fact, he's had very good sparring in for this fight. So Derek is on his A game. And you know, anything can happen in this boxing. So an upset wouldn't shock me, because anything can happen, especially when he's trained as hard as what he's trained for this fight. But like I said, the Gulf in talent is on another level. So how does he break that down? He breaks it down, speed and movement, and just bamboozling USYK with everything really. You know, body shots, any which way he can get it, he's got to take it. And let's see if USYK, one, can get out the way of it, and can he stand and trade with it? These are the question marks, and we'll find out. I believe he can. I think USYK's a very special talent, and we'll see.
And if you were a betting man, where's your money on?
Well, I'm not a betting man. Obviously, USYK's the favourite, so I'd have to go with USYK. But an upset wouldn't surprise me. Let's put it that way, because this is heavyweight boxing, and if And the good thing with this as well, with Derek CHISORA, he's coming off 2 good wins. Spitzka was a good win, wasn't it? And what was the other one? Takam. That was a good win he had. So his confidence should be well up. So that will give him an extra push as well. So it's a 12-round fight. And like I said, the shape he's in, you know, be unbelievable. He's got absolutely... This is a fight for Derek for all the right reasons. There's no wrong reason in it. For him, it's win-win-win. And I think he'll put up a good fight as well, Derek, anyway.
I think the David Price fight's wedged in somewhere there, because he fought him a year ago, so it must have been within his last 2 fights.
Yeah. But, you know, he's got to be a bit careful, though, Derek, because he can't come in winging everywhere, because I think I saw that fight with David Price, and he got caught with an uppercut coming in. Derek did. You know, and he got out there because David Price is a big puncher, obviously. So he's got to be careful, because don't underestimate USYK's power. That's not something to be underestimated at all. Okay, well, the weigh-in's going to begin in a couple of hours. So, Peter Fury, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Just a quick little catch-up. Wish you the best of luck with Savannah's fight with Hannah Rankin, and I'm sure we'll grab a word with you after the fight tomorrow night. Yeah, look forward to it. Look forward to the fight. It's a good night of boxing. I'm really excited about it. Excited to see for Savannah. And let's get tomorrow here and get it on.
Thank you very much, Peter Fury.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.